Back here for another video on the Pagan perspective. Oh my gosh, this week's topic comes from Yucca, and it's a lot of stuff going on in the world today because Mercury is retrograde. It'll be that way for like the next almost 2 weeks ish. And let me say, this is probably one of the most craziest Mercury retrograde events I've ever experienced in my life. People are crazy, cars are crazy, attitudes, different people's fuses are short. People are confused. Like, I'm watching one lady as I record this. When I have time for you guys, I'm watching one lady literally searching the parking lot for like what seems like 10 minutes trying to find her car. Like, people are all off and confused and things. So guys, if you are pagan, and obviously you're probably pagan if you're watching this. If you're not, then definitely buckle up, because you're gonna learn a lot about different things, but with the great hosts and sub-hosts that we have here on the Pagan Perspective. But I digress. Just hunker down, buckle up, and just get ready for the ride, because this is gonna be one crazy Mercury retrograde event. Now, digressing back down to the topic, how do we choose holidays to observe? This is a very interesting question, because a lot of people, there's a lot of different, because paganism, being a pagan is an umbrella term, right? So to figure out which one of the many different versions of holidays you're going to celebrate can be a bit daunting. For hereditary people who were born into paganism, it's a little bit easier, because there may be a grimoire, or you might be able to just say, hey grandma, or hey mom, what holidays do we work with? But it does come down pretty tightly to your patron and matron deities, right? You usually, these holidays somehow pay homage or send energy to these particular patron and matron deities. But if you're eclectic, you have this whole world of different holidays that you can celebrate, and you can dip into energies that you can work with. So that's kind of where the daunting part comes from. Just knowing what you should or what you can tap into can be a bit of a task. For myself, I've got literally 3 different deities from 3 different pantheons, with only 2 having a relationship of kind of crossing over into each other. So for even me, it's a bit of a struggle. But because I went through a period where I was Wiccan, I do observe most of the Wiccan holidays for the hemisphere where I'm at right now, in the eastern part of the United States. So for me, it's mostly observing the Wiccan holidays, just kind of because that was my foundation to paganism. I'm used to it, and it just feels what's right for me. I will celebrate the birthdays if I can find them, or if I feel like the time is right. The birthdays of different people in my spiritual team, including my ancestors and things. So I have even more holidays, because for their birthday, I try to go out and buy the things that they like when they were alive. I try to give them the best time I can, so that way they can continue to help themselves, help their families, and help me while they are here, even in the afterlife. So there's a lot of different ways that I particularly handle the situation. I do have a Haitian voodoo, a deity that I work with. So there will be things where if it's coming up, I will work within those holidays. I do have an Egyptian deity, so again, birthdays and things and holidays that kind of connect with that, I'll try to observe. So mine is kind of a big pot of different holidays and different things that I work with. But generally, I try to tie these things to the turning of the season, and that's what kind of ties it back into my Wiccan leanings and my Wiccan background, is tying these things into the turning of the wheel, if you can think about it, turning of the seasons, and making sure that I'm doing the proper rituals and celebrating the proper holidays to observe and make sure that I'm connected with the changing of the seasons and these energies that kind of flow through us. So I hope that answers the question. I don't really have a lot to say about it, because I don't have a series on my channel where I've talked about the act of celebrating holidays, right? So that's something I'm going to be doing for you folks. I mean, I do have a Gaming with Pagan series that I do every Friday. I will try to see if I can get you that Gaming with a Pagan series on my personal holidays next Friday. This Friday, I've already pre-recorded something about Haitian voodoo, so perhaps I will talk about Haitian voodoo holidays on next Friday while I'm playing GTA or Skyrim or something like that with you guys. So thanks for the question. I want to know what you guys think down below. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up. If you don't like it, put that thumbs down. Let me know, if you like my delivery, if you want to see me do something else. I know I'm very, very busy, so I'm like always in the car. Like you guys have been seeing me in the car for like quite some time, and it's been kind of crazy. So if you want me to just sit back and do some more indoor things, I can try that. If I can hash out that time for you folks. Don't forget to look down below, check the description to find my personal channel if you would like to see more. If you want to get in on those gaming with a pagan videos, check the link down below. It's a bit.ly link. Will take you straight to my channel, so that way you can subscribe to me. And guys, again, I want to know what you think. How are you celebrating your particular holidays? Are you eclectic? Are you hereditary? Like, were you born into paganism? Are you someone who was Christian and you still celebrate Christian holidays like Christmas and things with your children? Because I know we have one crystal pagan, and I would imagine that Rich, who is a crystal pagan, I would. Hey guys, so I got a little bit cut off there. I actually was trying to record that video on yesterday, and now I'm back trying to get you the rest of the video. Got cut off right when I was talking about Rich being a crystal pagan, and that he may practice the holiday. He may work around the holiday of Christmas. I'm not sure. You have to tune into his channel and take a look, because he has a very unique experience in kind of being like a hybrid of Christian and a hybrid of a pagan and things. So he may or may not actually celebrate Christmas, and that is something that could be a very difficult thing to do and still kind of hang on to your Christian leanings, and still kind of work within what some Christians feel to be kind of negative or scary. I mean, there's this whole thing about the devil and things, and people who are well versed in paganism, or at least done a little bit of research online, they know that the classic version of the devil came from Pan. So save for the red color and stuff. I mean, with his trident, some people say that came from Poseidon's trident. So there's a lot of things going on with there. So if you are a Christian and you're leaning toward paganism, definitely take a look at Rich's channel. It can kind of help you make the evolutionary jump over to something other than Christianity, even if you want to hang on to some of its more deeper tenets. And I think I've just about answered the question. And it's funny because the first video was corrupted. So now I'm kind of piecing together this last part of the video on what is still Mercury retrograde. So again, guys, I want to see all your happy faces back here next week. I want you guys to be careful. If you are a fire sign, please, please, please make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. Don't get into frivolous arguments. Don't get into road rage incidents. I want to make sure you guys arrive back here on The Pagan Perspective next week, Monday through Friday. I want to see your comments down below. Please be safe. Also, guys, make sure that you're keeping your iron up, because for some people, Mercury retrograde can actually cause you to lose a lot of iron, and then that iron is important so that way you don't feel sluggish, and you have the energy to still be able to produce whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you do for your daily life. Make sure you're keeping good portions of iron. And for meat eaters out there, it's very easy to get that in like beef or calf liver or chicken liver and things like that. So guys, I want to see you back here next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe. My personal channel is down below if you want to jump over and follow me on my personal channel. I do a lot of gaming, and I have gaming with a pagan, which I do have to post that video for you guys today as well. So I've got some work to do to get that video up for you. And yeah, don't forget to look me up. I'm down below. You guys have a safe weekend. Blessed be.